Hello, hello. Whoops. Hello, hello, my crafty friends. I sit here and try and find myself. You know, sometimes it's easy. Sometimes it's not. All right. One down, one to go. So I have some things I'm going to share with you. I had a very busy weekend, although it might be kind of tragic. So we'll have to see how that all works out. I've been trying to get things transferred over to my YouTube channel so that I can close out the old email. And the videos that I downloaded from Zoom are blank. You can read the writing, you can hear my talking, but you can't see anything. So that will be terrifically sad. It is a Monday, Di. I might even have to cry. Yeah, might have to cry. This is a Monday for sure. I have so much stuff everywhere, you guys. I had a very fun weekend, got a lot of stuff done, so that was always kind of nice to get, you know, things like that done. However, my desk is not recovered yet. What'd you do this weekend, Di? I taught classes this weekend for Paper Pumpkin, which I'm going to share, and then also for the Stamp It Your Way class, which is the bees. It was the Meant to Be kit for my Stamp It Your Way. You replace the Stamp of the Month kit. And the videos that I recorded, you can hear me talking, but you cannot see anything. And so I don't know if the errors in the download, the upload, the wherever, but it makes me cry. It does. One of those things. Good evening, Bernice. Oh, that's right. It's not morning for you guys. I don't know why I said good morning. Okay, so that works. All right. We got a few people on, so we're going to get this show on the road. Paper Pumpkin. You guys all, for those of you guys who are participants in it, this was our kit. This is the 3 cards as it was intended. So pretty. Nice. Love it. And this is what, I get 2 kits because I tried doing 1 kit and waiting for the refills and then found out they don't always do refills, and the refills often get posted towards the very end of the month. Oh, that's good. Nice to spend time with Kaden. And so I now get 2 kits so I can get in both kits at the same time, and that allows me to have some to make, like the kit itself, and then at least 1 to make alternatives. And this is my Paper Pumpkin Pizzazz. This is the layout. Oh yes, there's some bright pink Melon Mambo. I think it's Berry Burst Melon Mambo, and then maybe some Petunia Pop in there as the pinks and the purples blend. So yes, so here's the layout that I made. And just as a frame of reference, these are just 2-inch squares. And I just kind of created a pattern with it. And you could do this with any card front that you got. If you liked it, you can just cut them up in half and then mix them up even with some cardstock. I know I didn't think about the cardstock till just now, but I used all card fronts for this. I need to put this somewhere safe. There is very little safe on my area. And then I wanted to share some of the other Paper Pumpkin Pizzazz that I did. I love pizzazz. This is using some of the scraps. They're 1/4-inch strips. So another great scrap leftovers to use. Yeah, way to go on color names. Yeah, I'm getting there, right, Di? This is kind of like it's a hinge card of some sort. I don't know the names of all these different folds, but this is really nice because I've gotten it down to where if you just cut off the end of the card at the 2.5 inch, that gives you a 3x4 to use in this piece, so you don't even have to cut another piece of cardstock to create that flap. And I put dimensionals here, but did not take the adhesive off, so it will open and shut without. I just felt like it was too flat without a dimensional in there. So we have an ephemera pack that has some sentiments in it. Oh, did I Velcro it? This, no Velcro. I just didn't take the what do you call it, that keeps it from being sticky everywhere. You could take that off to be safe and put baby powder on it, or you know, some kind, not talc, but some kind of powder on it, and it would also make it non-sticky. This is from the ephemera pack, and it's Oh Happy Day, and just a little slice. I did use another stamp set. I actually have to call, as soon as we get, I have to be on time and call Stampin' Up! Because they didn't call me back today. But I need to find out why my Paper Pumpkin is not transferring over now that they've merged it. This is another one, and you know, the stamp set that I'm using is quickly becoming a favorite of mine. It's got some great dies in it, and I am absolutely not seeing it in this entire mess that I've got running around here. But it's got these flowers, and I don't know what kind of flowers they are, but this particular die cut with the leaves or branch, stem, whatever we would call it, comes out very nice. And then there are pieces that I've cut up and cut them in half and had different parts peeking out, so food for thought. This is another one of the cards. This is one I made where it was just laying flat, and I really do think that popping it up dimensional makes a difference. Here's another one of the card fronts. So the first thing I did is cut all the cards in half. So there were 18 cards cut in half. So easel card out of this. And I needed a ton of sympathy cards. I have a lot to mail out. It's really sad. You are amazing. Thinking of you. Pretty neat stuff. This is one that's kind of similar to this card, but what I did is I put the bottom on. It might look better if it was stood up like that, as opposed to how I did it to the side. But that's just another cute design. Okay, so we've covered all of these. This is just a white card base with a black mat and one of the card fronts cut down, stamped right on it because it has this white section in there. Oh, Dottie, you're so sweet. This is a scrap piece of gold. Actually, it might even be holographic, but gold will work. This is the same thing again. Only what I did is cut this piece in half and then reversed them and then put a piece of that gold, very thin, that's 1/8 of an inch there. And that 1/8 of an inch just kind of covers that little seam where it doesn't quite line up. And then I did do one of the sentiments. And the nice thing about this card is that too much pink for you, Bernice? I can do the dark pink. I am not a light pink. This is just a simple card on Melon Mambo card front on here. Hugs was part of the punch outs. And then I wrapped some ribbon around this that has that gold trim on it. Another easel card. And to get this gold edging, I took my Spectrum Noir metallic paint markers, and I've shown you how. Yeah, this is a lot more pink than you'd ever see me do without it coming in a pattern. Just as an FYI. And I put the little flowers, cut them up, put this is a postage stamp, outlined it in gold. Then I created this card. This is actually for Sarah Grace. She's not in here because she's going to do her graduation and her recitals are coming up. And then it's an easel card. Just took a 1/2 inch strip, put it across. And I'm in love with these these cute little tiny butterflies. They are on that stamp set for the Paper Pumpkin. Here's another one, just putting a base, white card base, black mat, cut down, gold strip. And these are the white embellishments. And I colored this in black on there and then put liquid glass over it. And I do need to do some touch up because it looks like I might have touched that and made it go flat. But I think that looks pretty neat to have it kind of shiny. And then I didn't glue these down so they have a little bit of dimension. A little bit. And then I used gold shimmer pen on them. And the last card I'll show you is another one using that one stamp set that's somewhere in this mess. And a Thinking of You. That's pretty simple. Just the stem colored and put together. Thanks, Bernice. Thank you very much. So I had Barbara Tether show up. She's one of them, and I'm going to be sending her one of these cards for showing up to the Paper Pumpkin party, even if it didn't record and I've lost it, which is going to make me very, very sad. This whole thing about moving my YouTube channel is making me cry. All right. We have a lot of cards out of there, and I still have like 4 or 5 card fronts left. So you can see, you can really do a lot with a little. And then I buy my envelopes off of Amazon on credit. Not credit, on bulk. This is our class for this month. And, I'm also got a couple giveaways going on. And there's a tote. That's a picture on the description and in the group. $100 orders go in for drawing on that, but you'll get to have this 6-card kit. Comes pre-cut. You have to die cut, stamp, and assemble, and we have a class for that. And I do attempt to record it prior to, because a lot of people can't always make the time up to come and do that. So there's that piece of it. I love that ocean. And that's another one on Bernice that I did the bee cards on Saturday morning, and Barbara Tether made it to the bee cards. But here's the crazy thing, Bernice, about that is the recording, you can hear me talking, but it's entirely blank, and I do not know why. So I'm trying to figure out if it's from Zoom, the download and so I'm busy recovering because I thought I had it all done, and I'm now having to recover files that I deleted because I thought it was up there, and it looked like it loaded right till I went to send you guys a list. So bee cards were done on Saturday because I got that root canal. I know I'm going to be really sad. The only good news in this is that I had 2 more bee cards to make, and if I need to, we will redo it again. Silly thing. But this paper, this was too pinky orange for me for light beach paper. I would have done more blues and teals and that, and even the lime green would go pretty decently, but it has made some really pretty cards. And I have a great workshop for those of you guys who like scrapbooking workshops and that. But let's take a look at this kit, because I am I do like the colors of this kit, and I've pulled out some extra possibilities if I haven't lost them. There are 6 cards in this kit. You're not making multiples of the cards. You're making 1 card of each design. So that's kind of different, I think. Do what I normally do, which is get everything out of these sheets. And this is very interesting. This looks like a rug to me. You know, the rugs that had the fringes. I've never liked them because those fringes get caught in the vacuum cleaner, so I don't have that. Okay, happy birthday card. Goes actually with that. And of course, keep these because you can flip them over and stamp the backs. So I have found uses for these. And actually what I do is I keep everything sentiment-wise in this little bucket, along with a few embellishments that have wandered in there. These are possible card bases. Here is this card for that. And you know what? Let me find. So initially, this is another card kit that I'm going to order again, because initially I was going to do it one way and then realized that I can't do, you know, it's not 6 or 3 of the same card or 2 of the same card. So it's a mixed bag when you get 6 different cards, because you can't quite do what you want to do if you want to play with it. I'm going to sort this differently. Card base, card base. Yeah, so how was everybody's weekend? I know that Di, you went and watched not a video game, but a soccer game. Well, this is really pretty. And like that. Get rid of my envelopes because they're just sort of a nuisance. This is a no stamp, by the way. So that's kind of nice. Need one of these onto there. And nice happy birthday. And this piece. Now this will go faster now that I kind of have this. This piece right here goes onto card number 5. And they tell you the cards, and you just, I mean, I love how simple this is. Ooh, look at these banners, you guys. These will be great. Congratulations. But these banners are going to be amazing. I'm glad to stamp on the back. Look at that. You don't have some of the nice, but you could doodle that in a little bit. If you so desired. You would not have to. I don't know what I did with that. This goes to here. This one goes to here. So if you're a visual person, this is really super simple, and we'll see how much we get done today. This goes with this card. This goes with this card. And so glad to have you in my life goes here. Thinking of you goes down on this one. I like grapefruit, so I'm excited to see there's something else interesting, so we'll have to see how that goes. Whoops. Tama means I love you. But there's this design on the back there that I'm not quite sure where it came from. I'm not seeing it. Doesn't mean it's not there, just I'm not seeing it. Put that onto there. White piece onto there. Interesting that that's not stamped. This goes to there, this goes to there. Thank you. Goes to there. So you can see that's pretty easy to punch out and be ready to go. Everything you need is in the kit, so you don't have to have any kind of stamping. So that's your sorting directions, and then you just flip it over and you create little hexagons or dimensionals. I need to remember to check all of these before I mess around with them too much. All right, we're going to take and put all of these together like this. Little fringe. It's, oh hey Rosemary, how are you doing? How are you and your hubby? It was so nice to meet him in person in South Carolina. That's a little off. I know that I know can't see it from an airplane, but I can see it. There we go. That's a little bit better. This is going to have some 3D foam dots on it. I like the colors in this kit, actually. Not always the hugest craft. You'll have to join us. I'm trying to get the swap started up again, Rosemary. Ooh. Bone folder is very useful here. I keep losing my stamping ones. It was a great time together. It was so nice to see people in person. And it's funny because I get kind of easily overwhelmed. This is going to go this way. This is balloons and cakes and party hats. There we go. And I'm going to center that, pop that down, and then your happy birthday goes right on top. Guys, it's really that simple. It's fun to do really simple cards, and because it's got that background of the craft, easy peasy, and you don't have to worry about doing a make sure that doesn't have a design on it. You don't have to worry about doing any kind of stamping, edging. So this is a perfect kit for somebody that just wants to play a little bit, and you have the ability to teach somebody to do this in a very simple, easy way. All right. These cards, if you see the Memory and More cards, they are set up to be pocket scrapbooking, or you can use them to make cards. So this is one where it's been made into a card front. Because I think these cards are so pretty, I really am probably going to order another kit after there's two things that I really want when the new catalog releases. I may have to stay up. This kit is the Celebrate Essential Occasions. Essential Occasions 165635. Do you need me to repeat that? I was hoping that it looks like it might have been blurry. Turn this way. But if I were to teach a class, a kit together class, this would be one I think would be a top seller, and it's not that expensive. I want to say it's like $15, $16. I did 3D foam tape that one, card number 2 down. I love these directions. They're small enough to still be there. Oh, I see. This is neat in that this is like a white emboss on it. It still doesn't quite stay down. It's faster than the tape. Order you one? Sure, I can order you one because I'm going to order... we've done this before, die. Yeah, here I'm going to take a quick break here and type the number in and the... I need to come up with some kind of a project for these boxes, of which I don't know what it is about a cardboard box, but I'm positive that I can use it later. And then they just kind of grow. I swear they breed in the dark. 165635. There you go, guys. You are very, very welcome. But I really like this. Then we're going to have this piece right here. And we're going to 3D foam tape this, okay? And then we're going to 3D foam tape this on top. And we're going to put 3 dimensionals. 1, 2, 3. I want to do a fundraiser for the place that, one of the places that Sarah Grace takes her aerial classes. And I thought that these simple kits with no stamping whatsoever would be really, really good. And I think this is so pretty. Try and center that on the 3 lines that are in there. Keep that on there, and a little bit to that side. Oh, well, that's not a bad idea, Bernice. I didn't think about that. But that's not a bad idea. Okay, so I see that the way this goes together looks different than the way it looked when I sorted it. It looked like to me, when I was sorting, that this design was like right on the card, and I thought I'd like missed something. But apparently not, per this. Okay. Look at this. How many, I mean, I don't know. I forgot to say a start time for this, you guys, so I don't know when we started this. But seriously, this is so pretty. This has shadowed stenciling, and I love stenciling like this. I, however, do not have always the patience to do it. So I spend a lot of time thinking I'm going to do it and buying the stencils so I can do it, but then thinking, oh my gosh, that takes too long to do. Okay, I'm going to put my love on first, and I'm going to center that. I know, right? And I don't even know what I'm doing here. I'm sitting here. Now, this is one that I probably would sponge on the sides so that the words popped out a little bit bigger or better than they are going to do right here. What a cute one, right, guys? And I will go in and put white panels in on these. You could write on the craft and it would probably be just fine, but I never can do things as I have to go rogue. Okay. Ooh, this has some special directions here. Let's see what it is. But these cards, I think, I mean, cut that in half, right? That's got a really nice piece to it. This is going to get laid down like that. And depending on how you like your card, you have a lot of flexibility, because you could put it on here like that, or you could flip this around and put it on here like that, following the same philosophy. of going rogue. I thought I'd be stamping today. I didn't realize this was a no stamp. Now this, we're going to put some, whoops, after I followed the directions. This actually has a little cut, and I have not done this before with my banners. And I think, how cute is that? I'm going to do that because that's an X-Acto knife, and I did do it on the class for next month. I did some cutting like that. Oops, right there was. Cross over this with the foam tape so that you can make it stand up or adhere down and not move. Chantilly. Oh, hey. Yeah, Dina, I'm like so bad about it. Because they create beautiful things, absolutely beautiful stuff, but then who knows? So this, oops, they're doing it as is. Gonna order another one of these in. Look at that, so cute. Glad to see a couple congratulations cards because part of the reason we went back, the big reason we went back to Maryland was we have, I had a childcare and those kids unbelievably are graduating. The first batch through are graduating from high school. How crazy is that? Seriously, seriously crazy. I have enough foam. I'm going to do this. This was supposed to use the red or the line tape and tear, but I went a little nuts and probably shouldn't have done it this way because, okay, this is the grapefruit card. I have essential oils and I am going to spritz the grapefruit card with grapefruit. How's that for crazy? There's a white banner here that I missed. And I am not going to pop this part up. I'm going to do something creative. Okay, went rogue. I made it to card number 6 before I took off and did my own thing. There we go. You might be a YouTube star for, tell me about this. Did you both go to Chantilly? Okay, here's the X-Acto knife coming out here. I will try not to cut myself by. Self-healing mat. Make sure you're doing this not on your tabletop, but on a self-healing mat. I kind of hope that this is another one of those products I hope that Stampin' Up! Will pick up. And I am going to put this on here like that. And I'm going to 3D foam tape this up. Okay. So it is a little bit different. I just want to see where that's going to cross over so I don't need to put or little dots on that part of it. Okay. Not quite, my friend. I probably, oh, you know what? That's on top of there. Okay, so mental note to self. I crossed over You said no. They asked you to do a YouTube, as in like they taped you right there doing all your fun stuff. So I'm doubling up these because the base already has some on there, and so this needs to be doubled up so that it's all the same height. That's really cool. You need to watch it and show me or tell me when it's posted up so I can go watch you do stuff. I thought about doing kiwi, but then I thought all those stencils, I already have enough stuff with CTMH that at that point. Okay. So there we go, guys. I don't know how long it took me to do that, but I did go rogue on that last one. Had I not gone rogue and done it like the directions said to do it, I probably wouldn't have been late. And it is everyday occasions. Thank you. I love you. Congratulations. Happy birthday. So glad you're in my life. Yeah. I don't know why that wants to go down. But that's, well, you know what? Let's do a giveaway. We're going to do just one number. Pick a number between 1 and 30. And I have some in color for this, not the new colors. Sorry guys, not the new colors, but some in colors right here. Going to give just one pack away. 20 minutes, not bad. It was an afterthought. That's sad. Dina, that's great. I really want to see that video. Patty, you are the winner. You are number 16. So congratulations to Patty Shull, who snuck in here and I didn't even realize she was watching. So there you guys go. Simple, simple cards. And we will pray that that YouTube video for the meant to be cards actually recorded and I just screwed up somewhere. Otherwise, we'll be re-recording it, Bernice, and I will let you know. Patty, send me your address and we'll get that taken care of. Thank you guys. Have a delightful day.